Hello, thank you for listening to this episode of the Mars October Rants. Today's episode is going to be titled Words Are Powerful, because I feel like in society, we don't always understand the weight of our words. We'll be talking to certain people or people in general, and we'll say things to each other, like say someone is overweight and, we're angry with them and, we want to try to hurt their feelings and, we'll call them like a fat piece of shit, a fat fuck, a fat disgusting piece of shit, or, there's a fat slob or a fatty or whatever it is. Like, that's just an example. Or say, someone has, an issue with learning and, they don't learn as fast as other people, they don't. Sometimes people learn at a different pace, or, they can appear to be, not as like quick-witted as other people, and they'll call them retarded or a fucking retard, a fucking dumbass, you stupid, or whatever it is. Or say they struggle with, social interactions. They'll call them autistic. They'll make fun of them for having autism or something like that. There's so many different, or racism, making fun of people's, like, appearance, their race. There's so many different types of name calling. And it's not even just that. It's, like, saying certain things to people, like, saying I hate you or even I love you, In general, words are very powerful. And I feel like sometimes we really forget the effect of words and how powerful they can affect another human being. And they've done studies where, I'll give you an example. So close your eyes right now and think of the most sourest dill pickle that you can imagine. Close it. Close your eyes. Can you smell it? Can you smell the dill? Can you smell the sourness of that pickle? I bet right now your mouth is salivating, because words affect us the same way. When we hear something, it affects our brain the same way. And that's one of the things that Dr. Phil talked about. And one aspect of this that I wanted to talk about that is very important when it comes to words is that, some people will take things that you say and they will take them to heart. And it can even come to the point where people have taken their own lives, committed suicide because of what people have said to them, verbal bullying, saying things to people, hurting their feelings. And, not everyone is in the same mental state. Not everyone can take verbal bullying very well. Some people just don't know how to handle it. They don't know, they have no mental toughness at all. So that's one of the things that I try to make people aware of, is that someone could get bullied and someone could say a bunch of mean things to them for, let's say, 6 months straight, and they just decide to say fuck it and they take their own life because of the bullying that they were subjected to. And there's been so many stories about, people that get bullied online and they take their own life. And I'm not trying to say that, every single person will do that, but there are some cases where it has happened. And, it's just really important in general to be very mindful of the words that we're using and the words that we're saying to people, because words are powerful. And I don't think people understand the weight that their words can hold. And it's very important to not cross certain boundaries when talking to people. And obviously, people are going to talk however they want. Not everyone is going to obey that. There's still going to be people that, speak however, like the way they want. They speak however they want. They say whatever they want. And they're not always prepared for the consequences of their actions. And that's one of the things that people don't understand a lot of the time, is that there are consequences for what you say to people. If you say something to someone and you hurt their feelings with your words and you really injure them inside and they decide to take their own life, you will be held responsible for that. You will be blamed. You will be held responsible. And if it's online, if it's in person, if you do that to someone, you will be held liable for it. And that's called assisted suicide. So basically, just understand that your words do hold a lot of weight. And, and I'm saying this to everyone. This is not directed towards a specific person. This is just in general to everybody. Understand that your words do hold a weight. And if you think about something before you say it and you don't think it's going to help the situation, or even if you feel like you shouldn't say something but you're not sure, you're better off not saying it, because your subconscious knows better than you. So try to think before you speak and try to empower people and lift them up and say powerful things. There's a good saying: if you don't have anything nice to say, then don't say anything at all. And that's a saying for a reason. Just try not to add to the problem. Anyways, thank you for listening to this episode of the Morris October Rants. Signing out. Have a good one, guys.